YouTube, what is up? It is time for stage 2 already. It starts in under 3 days, kicking off with Pacific. And there's something that we need to talk about, something that got leaked, at least I think leaked, or at least spoken about in the Na'Vi podcast. Let's listen.
Yeah, it's the first game Sliggy with all the changes back with the changes. No, it's very decent. It's basically first week, and especially get old. Really? Yes, it's decent. And then starts from 10 weeks, it's basically more calendar. So yeah, so we can do 8 months, we have to do it, and yeah, we'll use this also. And then also give you one more rotation to be out and some new.
Okay, so for, I think this is right, for Pacific, EMEA, and China, for week 1, they'll be on patch 8.10, so they won't have the new neon changes, won't have the new ISO changes, and in terms of map pool, they still play Breeze, and then in week 2, Breeze is out and Haven is in, midway through the tournament. And then, on top of that, just before they've done all of this, right, so they finish week 4 and you get into playoffs, just going into playoffs, Split is out and Abyss is coming in as well. Bear in mind, the teams that place 3rd to 6th are going to play a single elim game on the new map. So at the moment during this season, at least for Pacific, EMEA, and China, they have 9 maps. The reason I'm not saying America is because America starts on the 22nd. They start a week later. So in theory, they start on patch 8.11 and they're already practicing Haven. So that's probably why we haven't had teams really complain about this, because no offense, America's teams normally complain the most on Twitter, and this is something that I would see them complaining about. So yeah, that is mental. So we've got to keep that in mind. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. And because Haven is back in the map pool, we have a free playbook, and this is what me and Minnie have been doing. We have playbooks. They're pretty in depth of how you want to play and how pro teams approach a map, and this is essentially one of our free playbooks, just so you can kind of see what we're doing. It's Haven's now back in the map pool, so yeah, if you want to check out what we're doing, we just released 100 Thieves on Bind and how they like to play Bind, and then we just have links to VODs, like POVs, so you can see exactly what you have to be doing. So it works at like a really low level for teaching people. This is essentially like how I used to go about creating strat books for Liquid back in the day. Moving on, Pacific. Let's start with Pacific. Pacific week 1. So they're on Breeze. We'll have to keep that in mind. We've got DRX against Zeta. DRX, new DRX with stacks now gone. I think I'm still gonna have to go with DRX just because I don't really rate Zeta at the moment. I mean, maybe with the time off they're gonna be good, but I don't rate this one. Paper X on this one. RRQ, I think RRQ got a lovely change, and I think that's it. I pretty much go in for, dude, I would say this week for Pacific should be straightforward, but I've seen that before, I've said that before, and it's gone horribly wrong. So let's lock that in. Feeling alright about this one. Then